Welcome back, YouTube, for another night of AEW reactions. As mentioned before, I took a trip up to Penn State with a couple of friends, so I wasn't able to do a Raw review this week. But that's alright because the inflatable dragon is here, and we're chilling in the garage pool, where the only rule is beach vibes only. There is no AEW Dynamite this week because of the NBA, but we still have the Deadly Draw Tournament and Dark to react to, so let's get into it. Before we get started though, while I was out, my Montez Ford finally came and they gave me the right figure this time. So, as we do every week, it's time to let it breathe. So here he is, Montez Ford. Along with the Angelo Dawkins I already have, I now have the complete Street Profits. Both of them are basics, and they're both the first time in the line. Now in real life, Angelo Dawkins is definitely bigger than Montez Ford, but since they used the gigantic AOP bodies with him, he is significantly bigger than his tag partner here in action figure form. As always, one of the first things I look at is the facial detailing, and this is spot on accurate with Montez. Montez Ford also has a number of tattoos all along his arms. It looks like they are some type of maybe Bible verses. We have a cross, and then we have a whole sleeve of just crazy artwork. But all of that looks beautiful, so good job on that, guys. Much like the Street Profits logo here on Angelo Dawkins' stomach, the Street Profits logo is here on Montez Ford's thigh, and there's also mini versions that run along his calf here, which is really cool. It does kind of look like the Riddler's logo, though. And of course, the big test, we stand him up, and very stable, so he stands up well. That means his legs are pretty even. So, overall, very happy with this figure, glad it finally came, and I'm glad to finally have the full Street Profits. With that, let's get into AEW. So we're starting off here with the Deadly Draw Tournament. Looks like we have 4 teams left, and we're going to see what happens. The female commentator with Tony Schiavone here was throwing shade at this whole tournament, because she pointed out that 3 of the 4 tag teams had previous affiliations. She's also throwing shade at Anna Jay, saying that she claims to have not joined Dark Order, except I'm pretty sure on Twitter she did say she joined Dark Order, and she obviously comes out with them all the time. And it looks like in our first matchup, we're going to have Big and Lil Swole taking on the Nightmare Sisters. Here comes Brandy with her action figures. Woo, action figures! Accompanied by Dustin. And Allie, accompanied by QT Marshall. Brandy was holding the figure in front of Allie as they posed, and now she's forcing the ring announcer to announce that she is the only woman to have an action figure in all of AEW. I love this kind of mild heel turn. She's getting arrogant, and that it all centers around action figures. Oh my god, she just made it do a tope suicina through the ropes. I love it. Interesting that Allie and Brandy are in the heel corner of the ring, because I'm not really sure if they're heels or faces. Big and Lil Swole doing a little 2-step in order to kick Allie in the face. Lil Swole does a tope to the outside, takes out QT Marshall, and Brandy is more concerned with her action figure than with QT. So, as being pointed out on commentary, despite all the friction at the beginning and all the kind of jealousy over the action figure that they're portraying right now, the Nightmare Sisters are working together shockingly well in ring. At least they're keeping the story straight. Big Swole got the hot tag, she's running wild all over Allie, and Brandy's still more concerned with that action figure. Uh-oh, Britt Baker sitting ringside with her bullhorn is distracting Big Swole. And sure enough, the roll-up pin by Allie gets the victory for the Nightmare Sisters. Not gonna lie, I really thought the action figure was gonna cost the Nightmare Sisters the match. So that's a cute little swerve by AEW there. And Big Swole's chasing after Britt Baker as she runs away on her golf cart. QT Marshall just bit it hard trying to get out of the ring. Alright, our next matchup, we got probably my favorite team of the tournament, and sure, why not, my pick. Ty Conti, the alluring Brazilian. And she's teaming with Anna Jay. We'll see if she comes out with the Dark Order. I honestly don't remember Anna Jay's original music, but she's coming out with a pretty sinister song here. And, of course, the entire Dark Order is now on stage. However, they leave the stage so the women can focus on their match. And they're going to be taking on the team of Ivelisse and Diamante. Interesting to note that all 4 competitors came out of the heel entrance. And we're going to start off with Ty Conti and Ivelisse. Tony Schiavone on commentary pointing out that Ty Conti is a black belt in judo and almost made the Brazilian national team for the Olympics. So she is a complete legit badass. Don't let the looks fool you. I'm totally fine with heels using the ref distraction to beat up the legal person, but I think Ivelisse and Diamante have done it like 3 times already, so it's getting really repetitive, and it's kind of making Aubrey Edwards, who's my favorite referee, look like a chump. Unlike WWE, AEW is not afraid to bring up other promotions. They just mentioned that Ivelisse was a 2-time Shine champion. After some great teamwork and some double team maneuvers, Diamante and Ivelisse are your winners, so my favorites are eliminated. Looks like they're going to be taking on the Nightmare Sisters in the finals. Backstage, after the matches are over, we got Brandy bragging how she broke up a pinfall to save the entire match by herself. Allie is definitely starting to look exasperated by this. Brandy claims she's going to have a second figure before anybody, except Allie, gets a figure on the women's roster. Meanwhile, Diamante and Ivelisse definitely on the same page. They're going to be doing it for their people. I guess that's Latinas. They point out that they have 26 years of experience and they're going to bring that to the match. So, I guess next week, we'll see that happen.